Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 41 of Simply Another Band of Curiously Odd Travelers. Last time, our party... What the hell? Last time, our party... Sorry, I got, beeped at by Discord and my phone all simultaneously. Let's start that again. Last time... on Simply Another Band of Curiously Odd Travelers, our party had continued their exploration of the Black Ivory Inn, finding themselves in some sort of strange temporal loop for the second round. Georgio, you found yourself in the basement of the Black Ivory Inn, where you found this strange group of smugglers apparently discussing some sort of tunnel that was below the Black Ivory Inn into the city and under the walls of Drakenheim, while the rest of the party was on the second floor discovering an individual that Chugrulk was a blast from your past and not in any sort of desirable way. This individual was none other than the Marquis Ludwig von Geldstadt, a individual you thought was long dead, and was also the reason for the large 12,000 gold bounty on your head from the civil war within Westamar. So you chose to restrain him and his friend of the evening, but in that process you did collect what you now realize is the item you came to find around in his personage, the Chancellor's Crest. At the same time, Cedric, you overheard an eavesdropper outside your door. A strange individual you recognize from their garb just briefly as a pilgrim on his way to St. Selena's Abbey, on their way to meet the individuals of the Falling Fire, the strange offshoot group of the Sacred Flame that was led by the individual you had all met a few times now, Lucretia Matthias, this elderly cleric woman of seemingly great power that had left the main fold of the the Church of the Sacred Flame. This seemingly was the only individual in this entire place that seemed to realize that they were stuck in some sort of strange arcana and temporal loop, and was just barely holding together their sanity. But upon realizing that the three of you were also aware of what was going on, seemingly reached out to you to try to solve this situation. In this sort of scramble, you tried to gather yourselves together and find Georgio once more, finding yourselves now in the basement as a group, with this group of smugglers, and as negotiations crumbled, combat ensued. In that process, Georgio, you went further into this seemingly strange smuggler's tunnel, finding a disturbing pit of flesh and rot that you felt some sort of strange moisture and air and movement of some kind deep below. Thinking immediately, I don't want to be anywhere near this, you left back to the combat that had ensued with your companions, only to be followed by a massive protein abomination of sorts. This strange creature that had some strange features about it, strange feminine features, although extremely twisted, like some disturbing Picasso of mixed arcana and abomination. After realizing that fighting these men and this creature simultaneously in this tiny space was a dangerous endeavor, you ran back up to the main level, where you were confronted by Open Mike Connolly, who wondered why you were down in this basement, seemingly aware of these smugglers that were down there. only to immediately be followed once more by this creature that lay at pursued you up to the main level. And just before the meteors struck once again, Tim, you discovered there was a strange sort of arcana connection between this creature, the pianist, and the piano within the Black Ivory Inn. Not 100% certain what, but you realize that there is a profound connection between these three things. And now you wake once again on the floor of the bar of the Black Ivory Inn. And as you stare up and you begin to hear the ruckus and the music of the piano playing once more, I need everyone to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Is that going for me?
Sorry, am I mistaken? Could you repeat the three things? I thought I only had two.
The pianist, like the actual young woman, Lady Charlotte.
Yep.
The piano itself, and the strange creature that pursued you out of the basement.
Okay. Right.
Oh, yes, sick. Okay, that's my good one.
Mine come through. Right.
Okay.
Yes. Tim, Cedric, and Georgio. Oh, no. You wake and immediately come to your senses, realizing what is going on, and think, oh, goodness, not again. But immediately beginning to catch or gather your senses. But Chugrulk, you climb up off the floor and go, oh, what a night, what a night. Oh, I need another drink. Seemingly unaware of what had happened up to you and what even brought you here. As your companions look at you strangely, wondering what is going on, as you seemingly begin to forget yourself. In this moment. With that roll, it will take you all approximately half an hour to an hour to discuss with your companion and bring him out of this stupor. As he seemingly forgets why he was here and what you all are doing. In addition, Chugrulk, you gain 1 point of exhaustion.
So just to confirm, he still knows that he's Chugrulk and anything. He just doesn't know why he's at.
He just doesn't know why he's here. He seemingly forgot your purpose for being here. And it takes you all about half an hour to an hour to reevaluate what's going on.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I now know, but it's just taken us longer, unfortunately. Right. So how do I put the exhaustion on my character?
There's a deal up in the top right that you can select exhaustion, just one level. So there's a... it basically gives you disadvantage on, I believe it's ability checks, until it's removed. Yes, sir.
For clarity, he's not, like, as we talk through it, does he genuinely remember, or are we just explaining to him and he's like, okay, I believe you because we're all...
He argues with you for a bit of time, and it takes you one of your 5 rounds to figure it out. For you to clarify to your companion that what is going on, because he seems genuinely not to remember why he's even here at this point. It takes the three of you the better part of an hour to explain to him, we're here to find the Chancellor's crest. And to explain that, hey, you're stuck in a time loop. We need to figure this out. It's seemingly this repeat looping is caused some sort of like glitch in his brain that has made him forget himself. And you've seen the circumstances of this with many people within this inn already. Yeah. That the vast majority have completely forgotten why they were here, how they got here, just that they are here. But with that, Why don't we go ahead and roll initiative again, just so we have a sort of loose turn order. But at this point, you all have approximately 4 hours before the meteors fall once again.
Okay.
As you wake up, you realize that everything has seemingly reset to where it was when you first arrived at the Black Ivory Inn. Give me just a sec here. I'm going to pull up the initiative roll tracker.
Roll initiative. I was just trying to find, I don't think, like, again, I was just Googling it as well. I'm not sure if anyone knows, I can't find exhaustion on this sheet.
You need to click into conditions, bud, and it says add active conditions. It's just below where your HP is.
Oh, right, yeah, thank you.
And then exhaustion is just at the very bottom. You can just hit a 1 since you just have 1 point of exhaustion for now.
Alright, thank you. 'Cause, yeah, I was fucking so...
Why did that not pull up?
Oh, no, that's my fault. Hold on. Let me do it again, and then you can manually tweak it. I forgot.
We'll take your first roll.
Yeah, of course.
I think you have to click your token before you do it. Otherwise, it doesn't show up.
What happened.
Okay.
Yep, I forgot.
Yeah.
So yeah, click on your token. We'll take that original 11.
Yeah,
Or
it
10.
is really annoying that they don't have that set,
I think
but
that it would be integrated, yeah.
Well, here's a fun
Actually,
fact. I used to be able to roll and go to my other tab, but now D&D Beyond sees, oh, no, you have to have the tab open to keep the dice rolling now. I'm like,
oh, that's
cool.
lame.
I'm like,
really?
Yeah, cool. At least for me. If it doesn't for you, I got to figure it out. But yeah, for me, I just went to go roll it, and I tabbed back there. It said, oh, here's your roll. I'm like, cool, thanks.
Right.
Weird.
So far out there, but one, this is, so it brought it up because it's not intuitive. So I got a 10 first, by the way.
Right.
I'm about to suggest this. So I've got a Dungeons and Dragons campaign thing that I got suggested to me by a coworker that's funded by this disability kind of support program and stuff like that, which is really positive.
Oh,
but
nice.
I'm like shit like this needs to be fixed though. Like if I'm gonna get people that but
right.
it's but I did want to share that with you guys. I've actually been asked
cool.
to kind of run that within my company, but in the
Nice.
future. But yeah, I found
awesome.
this place that's doing Dungeons and Dragons, trading card games, stuff like that, which is awesome. Social goals, great way to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was really fun. That someone sent me an email when I was on my Christmas break, and I was like, oh sweet, what a great way to. I've already had so many kids that are keen for it. Yeah.
Oh, then at the top of the initiative order, again, this is just a loose sort of just order to keep things organized. So, but feel free to coordinate what you're doing with the others or not. It's up to you. But
And
we'll start
just
with.
to confirm, this is after we've convinced Chugrulk that why we're here. Okay.
Yeah, you have
I was gonna say,
4 rounds. You lost an hour due to.
Sure.
So we've just lost time, but I still completely understand, which is good because otherwise that would be tricky.
Yeah, Chugrulk, it takes you a bit of time, but with the convincing of your 3 companions basically saying, no, you are here with us to find the Chancellor's Crest, and then they explain to you that the individual of your past, and that's when it sparks in your mind. Oh, and it burns in your skull, and you have just this, it's almost like having a hangover from this whole moment, and that's when you develop this point of exhaustion. Just to come to terms with what's going on. But you do have your senses again, and you do realize why you're here, and that your companions are telling you the truth.
This is this sounds like waking up from a seizure, to be honest, from my personal experience. I get you. I feel it. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
We got this.
But Tim, the floor is yours. What would you like to do?
I just want to get out of here.
Okay.
So, we gotta do something with this piano lady.
I'm just gonna blast her.
You're just gonna blast the piano lady?
I can't, man. I'm already seeing the fucking.
So I started blasting.
Yeah, like nah.
Do what you got to do, buddy. I'm here for it. Let's see.
I want to, but then also we have the thing that's upstairs. We gotta go. Okay.
Do I hear him saying this? Are you saying this to yourself? Or?
Tim, does he hear you say this?
I'm talking out loud. I'm talking out loud because I'm losing my mind.
So you do see this.
Like three times now?
I'm gonna reach over and be like, bro, I think we go top down with this situation.
I agree. We don't need to play any bullshit anymore. We go upstairs, we get the relic, we come back down, we start blasting. I want to get the hell out of here. Let's just do it.
I'm down. Top down, baby.
Okay.
I'm going up.
Okay. Do you all follow your companion Tim as he rushes up the stairs?
I definitely do.
Okay.
Yes. Sure. But I'm going to stop at Bartholomew's door.
Balthazar?
Balthazar, yes.
Yes, Balthazar Adamos. I think I added his stuff to your deal. If not, I'll do it right now.
Probably did. I have it written down, and apparently I have it written down wrong. So
yeah, I'll add it to your journal, and then we'll go up to the second level. Let's see, lock memory. Yeah, I don't think I added it to everybody's stuff yet. Why is this? There we go. And all players' journal. There we go. Cool. It should be added to your journal now.
Okay, cool.
All right. As you rush up the stairs, a renewed vigor in your step, you once again come up here. And as you come to the top of the stairs, you can again hear the giggles and chuckles and laughter from this end room once again. The one over here where you first encountered, for the second time, unexpectedly, the Marquise Ludwig von Geldstadt. But the door is closed, but you do hear movement and giggles and the typical sounds of an evening of fornication.
Classic.
What would you all like to do? And feel free to drop your tokens. So, Chugrulk, if you want to drop your token on there.
Wait. Don't we have the thing already?
You check your inventory, you check your personage, you do not have the Chancellor's Crest. Everything that you accomplished has seemingly been reset. Anything that you utilized, any abilities that you had, you do have the benefits of a long rest. Anything that you used, any abilities or potions or items that you used are back in your inventory now.
So I had a feeling when you said it when we woke up.
Only.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I thought I remember.
So if you did take any damage, which I think some of you took some pretty heavy damage.
I think just if I'm not mistaken, I do remember you asking this question at the end of last session, that if you had the item on you still when we refreshed and you didn't.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't.
work or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, then I'm remembering wrong.
No, you
Yeah.
I'll rest myself though, because I don't think I did that.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I won't recover my level exhaustion.
No, that is new. That started with this current loop.
Yep.
As a result of the failed intelligence save and the coming to terms with this strange situation, this temporal warp has exhausted your mind temporarily.
I'm gonna bang on the door.
You slam the end of your metal fist against the door, and you hear a... What is it that you want? Can't you hear that I'm busy? Go away!
You're gonna have bigger problems if you don't open up this door, pal. You need to open the door right now.
I beg your pardon? What is this that you want? Go away! I am not taking visitors.
Okay. That's fine. We'll go away.
Can I cast Burning Hands on the door?
Yeah. Do you want to cast Burning Hands on the door?
I want to cast Burning Hands on the door.
I mean, it can't fail. It can't not fail. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's see.
It's an immobile object. Go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
Wonderful 8. Oh my god. So
you put your hands together and just as soon as he says, go away, you just fucking ignite a hole about 3 foot wide to the point where all but like one of the hinges in the doorknob is just incinerated in this solid core door as you just push it open and it just falls into cinders on the door as he turns. What is this? What are you doing here? Are you insane?
Insane? I might be. I might be insane.
You watch as he begins to grab for something on the bedside table. And you can see over there again. You see the necklaced brooch sitting on the table on a piece of like a velvet shirt of some kind, of like an overshirt, and he's reaching for a knife and grabs it. What are you all doing?
I'm just watching.
Okay.
And watching as he leaves, I'm like, I'm good. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
He's gone.
He's gonna go ahead and pull the knife and try to stab at you, Tim.
That's fine.
Like what's
actually getting a 21.
You know what? Just be an asshole. I'm gonna fucking reactor shield. Fuck him.
Okay. You throw up your shield and he goes to stab and it just and the tip of the blade snaps off.
incredible.
What are you all doing?
I'm still at the door for the other guy.
Okay. While this is going on and your companion has just basically just torched this door open, you can hear there's movement on this other door here on the north side. What are you doing, Cedric, while this is going on?
I'm just gonna pound on the door and just say, Balthazar, I know how we can get out of this. We need your help, but we can get out of this.
What, how do you know my name? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm gonna tell him we've been through the same thing. I know your name because we have also gone through the loop. We're here to help you if you can just help us.
Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah.
In fact, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
21.
Okay. 21. You hear this scrambling of feet and like someone on all fours just struggling to gather themselves. But you hear him swiftly scramble up and grab onto the doorknob, and it's just shaking as he's trying to turn it. He opens it up and rushes up to the door. You know of what is going on? How do you know? Please, who are you? And what? Oh my goodness! As he stares and looks over at your friend torching open this door, and then the sudden like shield being thrown up, and then the tip of the dagger like sailing off onto the floor. What are you doing? What is this? Explain yourselves, please.
This is all part of the plan, but we've been sent here to actually come and find you by Lucretia.
You know, the new Saint Lucretia Matthias. You are aware you've met her?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She sent us here to find you.
By the grace of God, the many heroes that follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As you just hear him shaking and like in his words, but these shocked prayers. Of course, whatever you need, whatever we need to do to get out of this awful place, please, however I can help you.
Stay put for a sec.
Of course.
In a few minutes.
Okay, as you're saying that, Tim, you see that Ludwig is unsatisfied with what's going on, is turning around and reaching to try to grab for his. He's not wearing any pants right now. He's just in his underbriefs, and you can see he's reaching towards. Excuse me. Reaching towards for what looks like the end of a short sword in his other set of clothing. But as he backs away from you, you do get an attack of opportunity.
I don't know if I really wanted. I don't know if I really necessarily wanted, because all my shit spells. I don't. It's gonna fuck him
unless
up.
you have Warcaster, you can't cast a spell as a reaction.
Oh well, yeah, no. So then no, I can't really do.
But you
anything.
can use like a dagger or something.
Where are we in initiative order?
We're still technically sort of with. We're on. Why is this not showing the order over
Yeah,
here?
it all disappeared again, but I think it was.
We're on Tim and Giorgio. You would technically be up next. So if there's something you want to do, go ahead.
Would I be able to act after his
Yeah.
to stab?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll step through and just attempt to grapple him, just to restrain him.
Okay.
Manually restrain him.
Okay.
I could actually hit him with my staff too. I just realized. I forgot.
Whack him with it.
I can.
Fuck his ass over the head.
I do have damage. I could do it.
Okay. Tim, go ahead and try to hit him with your staff. If you do, Giorgio, I'll give you advantage on the grapple.
Sure.
As you.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought I was gonna do it. That didn't do it. Hold on. That's annoying.
It would just be a normal melee attack with your staff.
DC.
It's a +4. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to hit +4. It didn't work. So that's what.
Okay.
Or I thought I was gonna roll. So that's why. Yeah, I don't
It'd
know.
be a D20 +4 plus your proficiency because you are proficient with the staff. So, yeah.
So 17. Yeah.
He's not wearing any armor. You just hit him right over the back of the head as he turns around.
Just bonk him.
Giorgio, as you see this, you go in to grab him from behind. Go ahead and make a grapple check with advantage.
18 is my higher of the two.
Okay. Yeah, no. He rolled an 11. You're good. You grab him as he's falling, as he's been just nunchucked in the back of the head by the end of the staff. And you just grab him from behind and put him in an armbar. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? What do you want?
Great questions. One, you don't need to know, and two, we're just gonna take that little amulet guy behind you. You can go back to doing what
Dare
you
you? How dare you, common thieves!
I would say common. I would say kind of rare, but it's semantics. We're just gonna go take it.
You will regret this, I swear!
You say regret. I say I'm driving. Let's just we'll just go about our business. We'll see you later.
As this is going on, Chugrulk, what are you doing? I mean, you're standing right there. You see this. He hasn't really acknowledged you are there yet, but you're watching this as Giorgio has him in an armbar and has thrown him to the ground after your companion Tim just nunchucked him with the end of the back of the staff. What are you doing?
If I'm not mistaken, if I've been kind of told what happened in pretty good detail.
You know what happened now. It just took a minute to refresh your memory.
Yeah. So I think I'm trying to stay a little bit out of the picture, I guess. Is what I'm going for on this play.
Well, technically, you would be your turn in the order here. What are you doing? Is that you're just watching, or is there something else you would like to do?
Well, I feel like this is I feel like this is pretty well taken care of. What I'm going to do is start making my way, I think, down towards the other end just to ensure that I know we kind of quote unquote know what's happening, but
Sure.
the timeline's different. We didn't come up as quickly last time. Like I'm gonna come and just kind of out the corner, I guess.
Okay, give me a perception check. So this is at disadvantage because you do have the exhaustion. So.
Yeah. I always try to find it. I'll just give you 2 and then do them anyway, I guess.
Sounds like a party downstairs.
They both come down?
No idea. All you just hear is a ruckus downstairs. You don't really able to pick out anything. You're just like, your head's still kind of fuzzy. Oh, God.
Do I see, am I, hang on, let me just kind of get this measurement real quick. So I'm just gonna check something.
Like, where are you looking, and, like, what are you looking for?
Well, I was just gonna, I was just gonna make sure, one, I could get down here and just check to make sure there was no one, on this end as well.
I mean, you open up that door that's right here. It's not locked onto the patio. There's people out here that are just, drinking and talking and chilling, out on the patio, or the balcony, but none of them seem to have, taken notice of anything, at least from your initial look. But with that roll, you're definitely not certain if somebody else heard something else. So
Yeah.
it's just what you initially see.
That was basically, I guess, the crux of it. Like you said, just kind of still kind of feeling it in the head. Just didn't want to get involved in that one. Kind of felt like things from what everyone told me, it didn't go so well last time that I got involved. So decided to just check it out over here.
That's fair. Giorgio, you have the Marquis in an armbar, and he is face down on a floor, and you see the young lady basically fearful, covering herself on the nearby bedside. Probably not wearing much underneath that bed sheet. What are you all doing?
Does she are her clothes on the floor within reach?
Yes.
Grab and toss them to her. Is the amulet within reach?
It's on this little bedside table. It's sitting on top of a velvet shirt.
Okay. But I can see it from where I am.
Yes, it's if you were essentially here, you have the Marquis. Right, yeah. You could basically step over the Marquis and grab it. You're big enough that your reach could easily snatch it up.
Okay. Then I mean, without letting him go, if I just step over and just keep him pinned on the ground with my hand, if I can reach and grab it.
I mean, easy enough with your strength check. You basically just put your boot down on his arm and hold him in place as you get up and grab it.
Okay, grab the amulet. I'll toss it to Tim. And then I'll tell him, look, we'll bring it back to you. Sorry about the door.
As soon as I get out of here, I will kill you!
Well, then now you're not getting out. Do we have anything to tie him up? I think I have ropes.
Fair enough. I mean, if you want to tie him up.
We have ropes.
Not yet.
I think you all have 50 feet of rope. So you have plenty.
We tied this fucker up last time, too.
Yeah.
You listen as this whimpering voice. Can I leave? Please, don't kill me.
We didn't let her out last time, but I think it's going to be a big deal. What's she going to do?
We could stick her in the room with Balthazar.
I swear I won't say anything. Please, just don't kill me.
We're not going to kill you. Relax.
Hey, man, you're fine. Unless you have some relic of power. I'm kidding.
Tim.
Tim, give me a perception check.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
16. No, she has nothing.
It's okay.
You do peep some other bits, but nothing of magical significance.
Yeah, definitely have power though.
Some sort of power.
Of seductive power. What is the sound of one Warforged boning?
No.
It's like one of those tube things that you move up and down.
And when it's all done, it sounds like a fucking car alarm.
Anyway. Oh. No. Oh God.
Oh, that's too much. Oh man.
Anyway, you have swiftly tied up the Marquis, shoved a sock in his mouth. As the young lady just like cowers and kind of like scoots along the edge of the wall towards the door, kind of like trying to step over the still smoldering bits of the door. Do you let her by?
Did she get dressed?
I mean, she can't really get dressed because you're all in the room.
Then we just leave. Like, we just leave. Be like, look, you get dressed and then you can go. Like, just hang on.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And, like, we have the thing, right? Like, I took the amulet, gave it to Tim.
Yeah.
You get this dude tied up. He can't do jack shit. Actually,
Yeah,
we should stow him in the room with a door that closes.
Yeah.
You look over at the you look over at Balthazar. He's this is not really my area of expertise, but if it's what needs to be done to break whatever this is, at this point I won't object. Please, Flame, please protect us. Please absolve us of our sins and our darknesses, please.
Yeah. We'll tell Balthazar. We'll put him in there and just tell Balthazar to watch and pray over him, but don't let him be
of course.
And that'll give him something to focus on, so he doesn't continue to panic more than he currently is.
Are you sure you don't need my help? I'm not a very powerful priest, but I know a few minor healing chants and rituals here and there. I traveled quite a ways to try to speak to the Saint Lucretia, but I stopped off in this inn for a time being to recover, and I have not been able to leave for some time now. Please, whatever I can do to help, please, I just want to leave this place.
All right. I'm going to look at him and just say, clearly, open mic probably doesn't love people just running up here all of a sudden. So what I need you to do is go down there and try to keep open mic distracted while we go ahead and explore the further parts of the inn.
Of course. I'll do everything I can. Perhaps he's a man that's interested in the sermons of the Sacred Flame.
This is gonna be bearable.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna tell him, whatever you do, just keep him away from the window on the east side of the
east side
of the inn.
Yes, the one near the stairs. Yes.
Yes, the one away from the stairs. Keep all the eyes diverted from that if you can.
Of course, whatever pittance of copper or silver I have, perhaps I can engage with him in a few drinks. I'm not a man of libations, but if it'll get us out of this situation, I will drink the entire casket.
I hand him 3 gold, and I just say, whatever you don't use can be for tithings when we get out of here.
You are... Yes, of course, thank you so much. As he puts his hands over yours. Please, Flame be with you and your companions. And he's going to cast with his last remaining spell slot, Bless on you all. So you can add
bitch said that he had healing and stuff, and he only had 1 slot left.
You do have a D4 that you can add to any attack or roll for the next. I think it's.
I'll take
I don't
it.
know if it's an hour or it's 10 minutes or what it is.
I think it's an hour.
Yeah, I think it's an hour.
I have bless. I can check real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's an hour. Oh, we don't have bless. That was a different game. Never mind. But yeah, I think it's an hour.
I mean, he can do other things, but that was his last remaining spell slot.
That's fine.
Let's see, duration. Oh no, it's only 1 minute.
Okay. Well, I look at him and just say, "Really, dude?"
I'm trying the best I can to help. So you have bless for a minute. I'll say this: you have one use of bless for the next hour. Like you can add 1 D4 to whatever attack, saving throw, or ability check that you need over the course of the next hour or so.
Right. He is super blessed. This guy did have a lot of really good powers.
Just for the sake of narrative. And you rolled really high on your persuasion, so I'll give you that one. Right. Anyway, you stash the marquee in the back corner, away from the windows and by the bed, as Balthazar kind of accompanies you all as he shuts the door and locks it behind you. You hear just the faintest of murmurings of the Marquis struggling to try to get up as you tied him up in the corner. But you now have the Chancellor's crest in your possession once more. What would you all like to do? We'll count that as the first of your 4-hour period.
Wonderful.
Be right back, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to move Balthazar downstairs for the time being.
Yeah, I'm just going to... As we get downstairs, I'm just going to ask everyone, like, I think that if we are to do this, we do it as quick as we can, and we try to convince those guys down in the tunnels that there's shit down that hallway.
Okay. So do you all head back down to the first level?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to go to... I'm down to go to the first level.
So you want to go to the basement again? I don't know if I want to go down there.
You want to get out of here, right, Tim? You got this cool staff. You got to use it.
I could just cast gravity on this entire building if I really wanted to, but I'm really debating about it.
And it would all fall back into place once the meteor hits.
Touche. All right. Let's go.
Sorry, I missed that. What were you thinking?
Y'all good, dude?
Yeah, I thought my fridge was beeping at me because it was open, and I was like, I don't remember opening the fridge when I got home.
Oh,
it was
your fridge. Your fridge was having sex. I hear. Okay.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. But then I discovered it was actually my cat walking on my stove and pressing the start button.
Oh,
which doesn't do anything because I wasn't setting anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing was set, but it was beeping loud because it was like beep beep beep, like nothing was set. But like
just from the inputs.
Turns out, this cat needs to get off the fucking counter. They're not allowed up. It's so annoying, dude. I have 2 cats and they both know that they're not allowed on the counters. But every time I get home, they're both on the counters looking at me, and I get out the car and they jump off the counters. I'm like, stop.
Sounds like aluminum foil on the counters time.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah.
Or cucumbers.
Yeah.
Cats don't like cucumbers. For some weird reason, they hate them. They think they're snakes or some shit.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Look up cucumbers and cats. It's funny as hell. Anyway.
But you haven't missed much, Georgio. We're talking about going back downstairs and setting everything in motion so that we could get back down into the smuggler's tunnel and try to convince the guys down there and then kill the thing.
Yeah, I think it's as simple as just kind of like this, right? Like we just walk in and just be like, hey, I know you guys are in a meeting, but this is a little bit more important. Come see, watch this, and just walk past them all and be like, look what we found, you know? Like,
yeah, we have IV vests and a ladder, and we just walk through, and they don't question anything.
What else we have to lose? If we're just gonna fucking reset again. Fuck it.
It will be harder, I presume, every reset to
the exhaustion will stack up. I'm not sure if I've learned this, but like I'm not sure if the actual mechanics will change as we get more into it, but obviously I only have level 1 exhaustion, and I've just seen that exhaustion can stack, so that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it's very bad.
If you get 6 levels, you die.
Yeah, you do not want it. So,
and not just like down, unconscious, dead.
Yeah. So, now the only other thing is I remember, if I'm remembering correctly, that there was some other doors on the other side of the hole. And so there may be like a back, like behind the building, a cellar entrance or something that takes us down that way.
Oh, like past the
tunnels. It might have been like
the hole.
it could lead to like a network of tunnels that that takes us way out of here that we would never be able to leave, basically, if it's the same kind of magic stuff keeping us close. So I'm not really sure, but it might be worth that. It might be worth a quick look around the back to see if we can go in there instead of trying to like. Yeah, we get busted if we're not sneaky enough down the stairs, and then we're back in the same position we were last time.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I was hoping with Balthazar would be able to distract.
Yeah, I think
would be able to distract Mike, but I think that looking around is not the worst thing in the world as like a backup plan. Or as a first
2 minutes to walk around the back of the building, see if there's a door, and if not, then we say, well, we're just busting down the stairs. Hello.
All right, where are you all headed? We're currently at the base on the first floor, back in the piano bar of the Black Ivory Inn.
Everyone's still playing and all that.
Nothing seems to be out of place at a cursory glance. If you'd like to give me a perception check, you're welcome to look for any more specific details.
No, not really. As long as she's still like playing her stuff and whatnot.
She seems to be, midway through her set that you've now heard a couple times now. The same series of songs. Lady Charlotte, you see open mic and Balthazar having a conversation. To mixed effect. But you see him offering to buy open mic a drink from the bar just off to your right as you come down the stairs, which seems to engage him a bit more.
Okay. I'm going to turn to everyone and say, if we're going to check, now would be the time.
Let's move.
Let's hustle.
Okay.
Let's go.
You all head out towards the exterior stairs of the Black Ivory Inn, just off to the right-hand side of the map as you look at it here. Just outside, as you kind of look back through this window over here to your left, looking back into the bar, there are a few patrons around on the outside of the patio and just outside the bar, enjoying their libations. But you look around, seemingly trying to be as covert as possible. You do notice, Cedric, as you look back in, looking for specifically to open mic, and Balthazar, who seem to be now kind of urging towards the bar. And as you see this, you kind of, as he turns, you look to your companions and grab at the hatch. If I can get everybody to give me a stealth check with advantage. So if you normally have disadvantage, this would just be a straight roll.
Yeah. I think that's all of us.
Yeah.
No, not me.
Okay. Yeah, all but one of you. So you have advantage, Tim.
Well, yeah, no, I have disadvantage, so I just roll once.
Yes, you just have a normal.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I did. Yeah.
Oh,
Good roll.
Nice.
the disadvantage is the only thing that cucks me. I've actually got a pretty good roll.
Yeah. Well, you need to roll. You have disadvantage because of your armor, and advantage offsets it, but you have disadvantage because of that, so you need to roll one more time, Chugrulk. And we'll take the lower
Wait,
roll.
what? I have double disadvantage?
Because you have exhaustion. This is an ability check.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't remember that actually. Fuck.
So that would have otherwise would have been a pretty good roll.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I was just saying, I've got an actual good modifier, which I just this.
Okay,
makes
still
it-
not
That's
bad.
still not bad.
Okay. And your stealth was the 11, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay. Just doing some quick math in my head. Quick maths. Yeah. Okay. You feel pretty confident that no one of any import has kind of noticed you. It helps that Balthazar is kind of distracted. The one individual who's fairly aware of what is below here, as you all sort of slip down into the basement below, down into this darkened level down here once more. Let's go ahead and pull back up that. You all step back down into this. You can go ahead and drop your tokens in that little area that is... man, I don't know why the turn order keeps fucking up. But anyway.
It must just be from like different scenes.
You're kind of all together at this point. We're just kind of playing this one fast and loose. But yeah, you all step down here and below. Give me one sec here. Okay. You hear chitter and chatter from behind this door. And as you grow closer to it, kind of sneaking as best you can, you don't seem to hear anybody picking up on your presence for the time being. Given your last attempt at stealth down here, Georgio, that ended quite poorly, you're fairly certain that they have not noticed that you are down here yet. You see there's a torch hanging on the wall that's illuminated this space. You're familiar that there's a storage room to your left of where you are as you come down these stairs, right on the map here. There's a door here, and there's another door here. Going down away from the stairs leads into that bigger room where all the individuals are, and then there's a storage room off to the left-hand side here. What are you all doing?
Let's check the storage room just really quick.
Okay.
If they hear us, then we just go over there, but like...
Yeah, I guess we really didn't check it out at all. You were the only one that was down there before, right, Georgio?
Yeah, I went down there and I specifically didn't check anything out because I very quickly extinguished all light in the room. Or tried to at least.
Right. As you step into this room, you can see that there's another small torch here, hanging up in a hooded lantern, like a cased. Yeah. Literally, that's where their name comes from. It's a hooded lantern hanging on the wall on a hook. It's made to be mobile, so you could look around the shelves and various barrels and move it about as needed. And you also see there's another smaller, like a gate, like a wrought iron gate that you didn't really notice on the other side. There's another set of stairs. There's another set of stairs that goes up, and as you briefly listen, you can kind of hear the clanging of dishes and cups and glass up above. You get kind of from a general, perception at a glance, it's probably up to like a kitchen entrance, that this is some sort of stock room for the kitchen. And as you look at some of the barrels and wine casks that are stored in here, it's likely the storage, cold storage and dry storage for the kitchens.
Okay. Well, not really anything of interest in here. I guess do a quick cursory look around to see if there is anything that's important. I've got perception.
Give me, if you're doing a more detailed look, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Same thing, 18.
18. You don't really find anything of import down here. You find a couple really nice bottles of Illyrian wine down here, though, that look like they have a bit of value to them, but other than that, there's really not much down here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just... Nothing important in here. You guys would have just busted out of the room.
Yeah. I guess, are we just gonna go ahead and just walk through and just say follow me, or?
Yeah, fuck it.
Do I remember? I think I would remember the names of the guys, right?
Yes. Give me just a moment. I have to pull them up. I don't remember off the top of my head.
There were so.
There was a couple. Yeah, there was a few guys.
I really just want the guy that I thought was in charge.
Right.
That guy's name. I thought I had it written down.
I don't remember it. I had to make one up on the spot.
Okay. All right. Then
Wicket.
That's what I
think so. That might have been it.
I have Wicket written down, but
yeah.
I want to kick the door down and I want to point at that guy and say his name and say, "Hey, big man sent us down here. Come with me. There's something important in the back room." Because we shouldn't know who they are, and I think that's going to be enough of a like.
Okay.
Clearly, you know more than
you kick down the door. You see them in the same like formation, having a chat amongst themselves, and you point directly at this individual here, who seems to be the head honcho of this group of well-armed smugglers. As he looks, "Oi! What the fuck was that? Hey, how do you know my name? Who sent you?"
The boss sent me and us to.
Who's boss?
I've already forgotten his name for real.
Open Mike.
Open Mike sent us down here. Calm down. Where you can get back to what you want to talk about in just a second. We got to show you something in the back room. He wanted us to take everybody back here to show you guys something.
Give me a deception check.
Nah, not good.
You do have a D4 you can add to that as well for bluffs.
I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Deception. So I've rolled a 2. I have +2. I did not fail it automatically. We're adding 3 to it. So I've got a 7 on deception. I am going to just keep walking.
As you walk forward, he steps in front of you and gets right in your face. "Oi, stranger, you're not going anywhere. I don't buy that bullshit for a second. Who sent you?"
Is he a normal human?
He's a normal human. He's a big guy, but he's a normal human. Yes. I mean, you're quite a bit. You're probably a good like foot taller than he is, but he still chests up to you.
I would like to try to grab him and pick him up and just keep walking.
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking do it.
Pick him up like a sack of potatoes.
Give me an athletics check.
Please.
Come on.
It's a 6 and 9, so a 15.
15. Okay, this is going to be contested against his. Rolled a fucking nat 1 as you lift him up under the arms and just pick him up fucking child style and just carry his fucking ass over. Oi! What the fucking... Oi! Put me down right now! Oi, boys!
I'll put him down next to me.
What are you all doing as this just comical display of like just fucking just complete disregard for this person's any...
I'm gonna say you heard the man. Come on, guys.
I'm gonna look at him again.
Cedric, give me an intimidation check. Okay. You want to use your bless?
Fuck it, sure.
Okay, you needed a 15, so that actually helped.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You needed a 15. They're looking at you, and they look at your companion, who just literally just child carries their boss like an idiot.
Cedric, who
and looks over at you, and they're like,
"Yeah."
And you're as big as or bigger than Georgio, and you're like, "Nah, I'm not having any of that. No, you do what you want to do." But they all look at you confused, like what the fuck is going on here? Tim and Chugrulk, what are you doing?
You have two guys that are like 8'9", a robot, and a ripped dude.
And a fairly...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What they said.
Piggybacking in with Georgio, just kind of like riding his tail. I've got the reach. So I'm just kind of coattailing him.
Yeah, they see you stepping forward. as you kind of reach out your long bugbear arms clad in this heavy armor, as you reach out and kind of point at them, just, death staring them in the face. Give me one more intimidation check. I will let you have advantage on this because your companions are succeeding right now. So this will be just a straight roll with your exhaustion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Fucking you just point at all of them and you're like, you better fuck the hell off. You all stay where the fuck you are right now. The first one of you moves dies. Like kind of just without saying anything. Tim, what are you doing?
Do you remember that episode of A Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Uncle Phil when he's a pool shark?
Yeah.
And when
yeah.
they're all leaving, walking through, and I just don't say anything. I just go, yeah.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that at this point.
That's why I was like, yeah, what they said.
As you just walk past, Georgio just kind of plopping him over like a child as you walk past. They're not coming after you. As you have free reign to walk towards the door. What are you doing?
Well, I think I want them all to come with us, right? So when we get to the door, I think look back and be like, let's move. Like, come on, everybody. Like, Mike wants us to see this thing over here. I'm not going to drop the story even though they don't believe me.
All right, fair enough. So you move towards the door.
Yes.
Okay. You move towards the door. And again, it is locked. As you
from what I remember, the door was the lock was rusty and flimsy, and I kind of stumbled my way through it.
I mean, you bashed your way through it the first time.
Well,
it's still a door. It's still a solid core door, but I mean, if you want to, I mean, it is locked though from the other side. Yeah. I mean, if you want to give me an athletics check to bust through it, or you can try to intimidate the guys into unlocking it.
No, let's just. Well, let me ask it. Like, who has the key to the door?
And they kind of all look at each other, a bit uncertain, kind of looking at their boss. What? Mark had it. He didn't give me no key. He was going to come down here at some point and talk to us about it. I ain't got it.
Okay, I'm going to smash the door then.
All right, give me an athletics check.
It's going to be a 17.
Yeah, you shoulder check this door wide open, and it just snaps in the center.
Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
As you step through,
they've ever seen.
Yeah, they're equal parts confused and just like, I don't want any part of this. It's not worth it.
The confusion is what's key here, right?
Right.
If you never stop moving and everybody's confused, but you act like you know what you're doing, people just let you do stuff.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Right now, you're faking it until you make it at this point. You turn that corner immediately, Georgio, and you see that mouth-like pit with like bony, like teeth-like protrusions and masses of flesh, and this empty, like warm air coming out of this pit. This warm, moist air coming out of this pit, almost like a la, Sarlacc pit, basically. Yeah. Just it's like almost like breathing in and out, this slow, disturbing breaths as you bash through the door in this area. You do see on the other side, once again, there is a broken door to the other side that looks to be like an unworked stone passage of some kind. Mm-hmm. Like just loosely dug out at best, heading that way. And there's these broken doors just at the front of it. What are you doing?
Did we get anyone to follow us?
Give me one more intimidation check with advantage.
The best one I've got is going to be intimidation 18.
18?
Yeah.
You get let's see. 1 sec here. Everyone except the main boss begins to follow you guys.
Okay.
So all of the little underlings begin to follow you into this room. As the boss is like, "Oi, where you going? Mark said he was on his way in a couple hours. What are you doing?" They just kind of like, "I don't want to die." As they wander into this room, and you can just see the look on their face as they're like, "Ah!" As they slowly are beginning to like back towards the door. As you all are heading in here, what are you doing?
So we got to deal with this.
Are you all following Giorgio into this room with the off-brand Sarlacc pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand just outside of the Sarlacc pit, but yeah.
Okay. Chugrulk?
I mean, so I think you guys were cutting out a lot then. I was trying to figure out my internet for a second.
Okay.
I think it was on my end. So you might have to give me a quick summary of like just the last like 2 minutes.
We've convinced all these guys to follow us.
Giorgio busted down the door, basically made their boss look like a little princess bitch, and then convinced them all to come in and follow them into the room with the nasty tooth-filled Sarlacc pit. That you can very clearly feel there's some sort of like moist air moving in and out of this pit. Something feels like breathing coming from deep within this pit.
Okay, yeah. So we're at the pit. Sorry, my shit just loaded up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna try and stick my back-to-back kind of credence with Giorgio. So like, or unless like, did I miss something where like there's a reason that he's so far away from us?
No, I just walked in. I was walking in first, and everybody was following me, and I think no one wants to be in this room.
Yeah, you see all the like the grunts. Yeah, there's a handful of humans, a gnome, a tiefling man, and one dwarf in here, and they're all like they immediately see this pit that they weren't aware was in here, and we're like, and they start backing up towards the entrance.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna keep going like the old bad boys style. Giorgio, back to back.
Sure. Giorgio, you're the closest. Give me a perception check.
11.
11.
Back quick.
You can hear at this distance. There's definitely a change in this breathing. You're not quite sure, but
different from
when you first came in here. That there's more commotion above, and that there seems to be a change in something going on in the base of this pit. You're not 100% certain, but there's definitely like a change in that movement of air, that current of air coming in. It seems to be getting less of the to more like it's shallower breaths and more deliberate. Not like it's like something has changed with all these bodies stepped into this room and basically making a commotion as people are like stepping in like plate armor and heavy equipment.
Interesting.
So everyone here seems confused and scared at this point, right?
Extremely hesitant. Like they've never seen, a lot of them, you see the look on their face at this distance. They've never seen anything like this. It seems to be a general consensus of like, no, not going anywhere near that.
Can we holler at the main guy? And come back over here?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation was I think it's a 2. Yeah, so 19 on this one.
as you call out to this individual, "Ugh, this is some bullshit. I ain't dealing with it. I don't get paid enough for this shit." And he's just bitching and complaining, but he does begin to step over to where you all are. He steps right behind where Cedric, you and Tim are, and kind of turns that corner and can feel the warm, moist air coming out of this pit, and he's just like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, so he doesn't know anything either. Damn. I was hoping somebody would.
Give me another perception check, Giorgio, as he shouts out, "What the fuck is that?"
19.
19. There's a definite change in the air currents coming out of this now. It is getting far faster, and it seems to get there's like a rumbling coming from below. Something is, it's more than subtle. Something is coming.
Sorry, am I the only one who can tell?
You're just the closest to it.
Because I'm close?
Yeah, you're the closest to it. There's definitely something moving below.
Cedric and Tim, come over here right now. And then I'm going to start walking out the back. I don't want them to get separated from us if this thing decides to come out right now.
You're going out the back tunnel?
Yeah, I just want to see what's this way.
As you step towards that back tunnel, you can see that there's a long, unworked section of roughly dug-out tunnel going further and further out of... going seemingly based on where you know the position of this building is, you get the assumption that this is heading towards the walls of Drakenheim.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Based on the discussions you've had with these individuals in the past and the present, you get an understanding that this is likely some sort of illegal tunnel below the wall.
Okay. So, I would think, and I guess we probably need to be pretty quick about it, but I would think that this is a tunnel that we cannot reach the end of, because based on like trying to leave earlier when we were above ground, I don't think that being underground, I don't think it's gonna change anything. So, but we could just see how far we get down this tunnel, and see what happens before this thing explodes and comes out and tries to eat a bunch of people. If we leave those guys there, maybe it doesn't come after us down the tunnel. I don't know. If we're underground, if it makes a difference whenever the meteor hits. I was hoping that we would find something out, but now we kind of need to just get out of here. Whether it's through the tunnel or go back out the other way. Because this is not the answer, right? Unless we think we can fight this monster, which I don't think we can. Not alone. Or with this group of idiots.
Cedric, give me an intelligence check with advantage.
I'm dumb as shit. An 11.
You remember from the past loop, having walked away from the inn, you walked a considerable ways away on the surface. And at some point you found yourself walking into a fog. And as you look down this tunnel, you begin to see just at a distance here, that same sort of like just veil of fog. Not so much like a fog, like a traditional fog, like a weather related curtain of moist and cold air collecting in an area, but like as if the actual like terrain and scenery in front of you is just fading in resolution and disappearing in front of you. It's the same sort of thing you experienced when you were above ground.
I'm gonna relay that to Giorgio and just tell him no matter how far you think you're getting down that tunnel, you're gonna end up in the same damn spot.
Okay. Then we're going back the other way. Everybody
Yeah.
out.
And
we gotta move fast.
Do we know that, like, in some way? Did you say, like, the thing that came out of here before, like, we made some sort of idea that this is connected?
Tim, you recall as you're saying this and you're beginning to hear and feel a rumbling coming from this pit. Tim, you remember whatever came out of here before, there was some sort of arcana, something connecting it to both the pianist, Lady Charlotte, and the piano in the bar. There was some sort of resonance, the same sort of like resonant connection you felt between your, not the same, but the same sort of like connection of similar arcana to between those three things that you sort of expected between the various seals of the city. They're not related in those regards, but there was that same sort of like similar arcana. As if you were looking at like a color palette. It was like looking at like for the majority of individuals who are not naturally resonant with the arcane, everything just looks as it normally does. But to those who are deeply tied to arcana of various kinds, whether that be the divine or the given from study or some innate arcana, you feel this magical resonance, and you felt a resonance between whatever is below this pit, that creature, the piano, and Lady Charlotte.
Should have just fucking blasted her, man. I wanted that relic.
As this is going on, Chugrulk, what are you doing?
I mean, like, I think, like, the only thing I really can do at this stage is kind of, like, stick with the, like, I don't know, like, that's my mindset right now, like, in character, like, I'm just kind of following Giorgio, like, sticking with the group. I don't want to, like, kind of step out of line too much. I'm kind of just, I'm still feeling, like, fatigued, and I'm just a little bit lost.
This time you hear the large burly man pushes past you, Tim, as he walks into the room. Oi! Let's get out of here. This is whatever the hell this is. We don't need to be fucking with it, whatever it is. Let's get out of here, boys. We got a conversation to have with Mike about whatever the fuck this is. We didn't sign up for this. And as you hear him screaming and shouting, Cedric, you feel like a rumble on the ground, being in closer proximity to this pit. It's like this deep guttural breathing climbing up, and you hear this before you hear this guttural, like, growling sentence begin to cry up from below this pit. You will be quiet. You will listen. You will not disturb the performance. You will listen. As this massive claw comes up out of this pit, following up once more as this amalgamation of flesh begins to claw its way up. As this is happening, I will give you guys one round of actions before we roll initiative. What are you doing?
I'm going to quickly call out and tell everyone this is what Mike wanted us to take care of. He told us 500 gold for whoever we saw fit to split it amongst everyone. Go ahead and impress us, guys.
Give me a deception check.
Oh my fucking god.
13.
Boy, the fuck with that! Oh, I'm getting out of here! And you watch as the main guy pushes past you, Tim. And you see this group, what did you rolled a 13? This group over here to the right seems to be a bit unsure and stays where they're at. The group over to the left also stays where they're at, but the main guy is he fucking books it. Because he's dashing his full speed out of here with his action. Georgio, what are you doing as you hear Cedric calling out to this group of individuals?
I think it's time to run. So
okay. You got your action. So if you want to dash the hell out of here, it's on you.
Yeah, I've got where's my boots? Here we go. Boots, I believe, double my speed. Yep. Bonus action doubles my speed,
okay,
which I will do. 60, and then I will dash, which gives me 120, and
okay.
I'm running.
Okay. Chugrulk, what are you doing? As you watch Georgio just click his heels and just gotta go fast and just whips by you.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay then. Well, back to back turns into me left stranded.
We're all running.
I'm get my booty out of here, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm sprinting as well, so I got 60, don't I?
Okay.
I'm fucking out of here. As much as I possibly can be, should I say.
You still have, I will say you're calling out and trying to convince the guys, Cedric, was your action, but you still do have your movement. So if you see this, your companions are just bolting. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stand over here with everyone. I'm at full real. I believe that we need to kill this thing.
He doesn't roach. That's good.
Tim, what are you doing?
I'm out.
Okay.
Shit.
Dashing out. Goodbye. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Low blow. Low blow.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Okay. Yeah, I'm dashing. That's 60 over here. I'm gone. Goodbye.
Okay. With that, I need everyone to roll initiative as the creature claws its way up out of the pit. Once more. This massive, nearly 80-foot tall creature at end to end claws its way out of this pit. Oh, hold on. Let me reset that. So if you already rolled, Tim will take that, but give me 1 sec here.
Oh, that's actually for my familiar word. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's just Snips rolling a 19.
We'll take it. All out. All right. Go ahead and roll again, Tim, and I'll just change it.
Yeah.
We'll take the 19. And Georgio.
I thought I had it clicked.
Oof. Okay, cool. And then you have a 6, so we're good there. Cedric, we're just waiting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to re-roll it?
Did it not go through?
I thought it did. I thought I rolled a
12.
A 12?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
12.
Yeah, re-roll it and I'll just change it to the 12.
Okay.
Hey, you got to click your token and do it. There we go. You're good. All right, let me add a few custom ones here. smugglers. We'll just go as a group. Oof. All right. Well, that was that was a roll. And then the smuggler leader. Okay, that's better. Cool. The protein abomination. Let's see. I need to get the Come on, where's your stat block? There you are. Oh, okay. Glad it did. Oh my god. Yeah, they're gonna go. They'll be after the smugglers. Oops. All right. So the smugglers will go first in the order, and then the protein abomination. Tim, you are the first to act. You've booked it out of there. You've heard this creature now just climb up out of this pit. What are you doing?
I'm going to start making the coffee just 'cause I'm so far in the prior order, and I'm going to be listening.
Sure. Yeah. Tim, we're on to you. You've heard this whatever's rushing out of this pit is it's a coming. What are you doing?
And I'm a going. I'm dashing. I am gone.
Okay.
I am out. Goodbye.
You are up the stairs and you are, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 50. You can pretty much get like almost to the top of the stairs on the main level. So we'll just we'll stick you over here just as a marker, but you're pretty much rushing up and you're just like slamming your hand up against to knock that deal off of the top. Just no cause for concern as you dash up the stairs. Is there anything that was your action and your movement? Anything with your bonus action?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Turn order. Why did that take the turn order away? There we go. All right. Well, next then we have smuggler leader. Give me a sec here. Fuck no, he's dashing. He's out of here. He is pissing himself. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. He's at the bottom of the stairs as he rushes up behind you. Oi! Rush out to Mike! Call him out here! Get that prick down here to tell us what the fuck is going on! Let's see. Why did it not give me the... Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. It's over here. I'm like, of course I can't do it on that screen. Cedric. This nasty bit of whatever the fuck this is just crawled out of this pit and is staring you in the face as these dudes are just like trembling at what just came out of here. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, don't worry, lads. We got this. And my voice is gonna tremble a little bit, and I'm gonna start by Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt at it to start.
Okay, let's see it. A 22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. What level are you casting it at?
I'm doing it at level 5.
Oh god, okay. Let's see it.
24.
24 points of damage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
me just a sec. I gotta keep track of this. Okay. Got it. Okay. A solid strike as you wing this guiding bolt directly into the center mass of this creature, searing its flesh as it just cries out, "I will not disturb my performance." Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Does this thing like look like Lady Charlotte at all?
Give me
Or have
a
Lady
give me a
Charlotte, like, been
perception
absorbed?
check. Are you pulling out your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, I was gonna do that as well.
Just so you know, you're casting
just
2
one or the
leveled
other?
spells.
Oh shit, that's right. I always forget about that.
Yep.
Boom.
So-
Well, gone. You said perception.
Yeah,
right?
perception.
Okay.
You see distinct feminine features. The claws have painted nails. There's eyelashes on one of the like cowled and swollen eyes, and there are like curls of brunette blackish hair that are reminiscent of Lady Charlotte. And yet you've seen Lady Charlotte on the upper level, and yet there are definitely key features that they share.
Okay.
If there's anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action, otherwise we'll just call that your bonus, unless there's something else you want to specifically do with it.
No, I'm good for now.
Okay. We'll come back to the protein abomination, but the smugglers technically have the initiative roll based on dexterity. Give me Cedric, with you being the one there, give me another persuasion check, as their confidence and their courage is waning fast.
Another 22.
22. You call out, and basically this aura around you, this stance you take, bolsters their as they all begin to pack up and start. You see hand crossbows being cocked, knives being drawn out. Go ahead and roll me a d20, someone. Doesn't matter who. Just a straight d20.
Okay.
12, and then their bonus is, yeah, okay. So cool. The first one is going to fire off, and the bolt sails up into one of the eye sockets, catching it in a very vulnerable position. Go ahead and roll me 5d6 worth of damage, somebody. I'll let you all roll this since you're working in unison with these individuals.
For what it's worth, for like crit purposes, since I had Guiding Bolt, it would have been with advantage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go ahead and roll that d20 again to see if you crit. Tim.
You said 5d6s?
No. Go ahead and roll the
5d6.
roll the d20 again to see if you crit. I had you rolling for their attack.
Oh, got it.
Right. So you're good. So we'll take the 12 damage there for that one. But go ahead and somebody roll me another d20 as I write this down here. That was a total of 12.
I can roll one real quick.
Okay.
A 1.
He fires and it goes wide, and he almost shoots his companion in the ass.
Cool.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and roll the remainder here. Let's see. That's one hit. That's crit. One guy crits. That's a miss. That's a miss. That just hits. and then that is another critical miss. So the one guy gets a crit here, so that's that. These two stab with short swords. So that's another 17 points of piercing damage from various knives and short swords from these group of smugglers. They seemingly have found some amount of courage as they stab at this creature. Oh, that is... Okay. As they hack off chunks of flesh and bone and teeth that are just intermingled across this creature's form. But with that, the creature now swings out towards the ones directly in front of it. First being a natural 1, as it swings wide and slams against the wall with this large, like, this chunk of flesh-like fist. The next one... fuck me, dude. What the hell? Those are terrible rolls. My God. Oh, terrible rolls. Yeah, both of those miss. He rolled a 1 and a 4. As the second he tries to slam down, and they all just kind of scatter and it's like slam against each other against the wall, but manage to miss the two swings of its fists. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip past that horrible rolls. That happened. Georgio, we're on to you. You're running away, but you've heard Cedric call out to these individuals. He's staying and fighting.
I can hear him say that?
I mean, you can hear it from here. He gave a pretty boisterous speech to try to get these guys to stay. And you can see that Chugrulk stepped out, but is still, close enough to see what's going on.
Okay. So I have the 60 feet of movement for an hour, I think. So let me double check that, make sure that's right. Let's see. Oh, 10 minutes, but still.
10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that's... that's 10 minutes is a huge amount of time. Each round is 6 seconds, so...
Okay, so my 60 feet of normal movement puts me here.
Right.
And so I'll say, Cedric, if we all get out upstairs, we have more room and resources to fight this thing. Are you sure you want to fight it down here?
You're actually asking me that? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. In character.
I
thought in character you were saying that.
Yeah, that's in character. Yeah.
You were
yeah.
I thought you were like, are you asking me that, you fucking moron?
Are you actually asking that?
I'm just gonna say you should really see what these guys are doing, and just try to keep the vibes as good as possible right now up in here.
Okay. Back to here. If I dash, and then did Tim get all the way upstairs?
You don't see him at all. Yeah, he's completely vanished from your sight at this point.
He's fast.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't know if he's upstairs. You can't see him from where you're currently at.
I guess we're fighting him down here. Chugrulk, go get Tim.
I mean, okay.
Can you go? Yeah, can you go get Tim? And then
yeah,
and then I'll start swinging at this guy too.
From where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is at the edge of my 60 feet of movement. So
okay.
I won't be able to step any closer, but I don't need to get closer because I've got ranged attacks. 2 hand axes. I will be using both. Good, rolling both at the same time. I've got a nat 20 on one, and then a 23 on the other. So it's a
They
30
both
and a
hit.
23. But
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. For both, I will do the psionic strike.
Okay.
So it's going to be where is it? So with the crit, I'm rolling 2d6s, right? It's 1d6 plus 6 is my normal damage. The crit, I'm rolling 2d6s.
It's you double the dice. Everything that you roll. So if you roll psionic dice, you double those as well.
Okay. So
everything,
so
if that's where you're pumping your psionic attack into, that those dice would be doubled as well.
Okay. So I'll do, let's see. So this is going to be a 6, a 5, and a 5 on those dice. Where's my, it's a d8, I think. And so then I roll 3d8. It's going to be a 2, a 4, and a 4. Okay, so that's a 2, a 4, and a 4 is 10.
Plus
a 5
16.
and 5 is 10.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's 26 on those, and then
plus your modifier.
6 and 2, which is going to be an extra 14. So is that 40 damage?
40.
40. Yep.
16. Yeah, 40 damage.
Jesus.
And that's both strikes or just the crit?
That's both.
Okay, both.
That's
okay.
Everything. I rolled everything. Yeah,
right.
Everything
Okay.
Just because I knew they both hit.
Both sail out. Just carve off one of these small, like, T-Rex looking arms that's kind of like floating out of nothing and was kind of reaching out and growing outwards. And as it does so, the hand axe just whips by and just hacks it right off as it falls limp and starts just moving around. Another one, you sail through and cut through a chunk of its face as you see the eye just kind of trail out from the socket as a chunk of the head is just lobbed off by this critical strike. A fair amount of damage on this creature. It is beginning to show some wear and tear.
Gonna pull back one of the psionic dice with a bonus action. I think that'll be everything I can do in this.
Okay.
In this round.
Sec here. All right. Chugrulk, to wrap up the round, what are you doing, sir?
I'm just trying to pair up between my movement versus yelling. How much like range does like me calling like regularly have? I guess like roughly. Like would you say? Like would I have to be at the doorway exactly? Like
it would definitely help for you to be closer.
Yeah.
You don't see Tim right now, so the closer you could get to where the only other place he could have ran would have been towards the exit where you came from. So you could take your full 60 feet of movement to get over there and try calling out to them. And it would be a perception check on their end whether or not they hear you. Depending on how close you are will determine the DC.
Right. Now I just thought like only because like you said, like I already was thinking like, oh man, Tim's pretty far. This thing's looking unhealthy. I know we've got time not on our side from what people have told me since I woke up. Yeah, I'm like, man, like I kind of want to attack this thing, but fuck. I'm gonna call out to quickly, like just ask Georgio, like like, do we need Tim?
After what I have seen, maybe not. I thought this was going to be way harder than that, and it may still be, and we are being deceived at how quickly this thing is dying.
But I think, like, in character, like, I'm in the same place as you, and I'm like, I feel like, I'm like, nah, like, I don't think we need him. Like, I'm just going to charge this thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come in, I'm going to attack it with my 10-foot range, and I'm just going to hit this thing, I think.
Let's see it.
That's a good call.
Is my go for.
All right, let's see it.
Right.
Yeah, 23 definitely hits. Are you engaging Ignatius with your bonus action.
Well, I think like from when I was already thinking about it like when we were running away. So yeah, I think like while I was charging, like I'm definitely in that.
Well,
like,
it would be your bonus action to engage it.
Yeah.
To ignite Ignatius and call out its name as you draw it out of the sheath.
That was where my mindset was at. Like,
Okay.
I want to finish this thing.
Sure.
So, yeah, I was charging in with that whole like blaze my sword out.
Right.
Situation.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the full fat damage there.
I'm just trying to remember which one it was. Is it the 1d8 plus 6 or is it 1d10 plus 4?
It's 1d8 because you're swinging with one hand.
Right. Yep. That's what I thought.
It's a single-handed attack. There you go. You should have.
Sorry,
you should have the radiant damage too. Okay.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Okay. We'll just take the 16. Yeah, the two-handed is the one on the right.
Yeah, it splits it really weird because it does it in
right.
But it's...
So it's 16 plus 14 essentially. I think is that how?
Yeah, that's it. So
I think
it's 16 plus 11.
It's 16 plus 11. Yeah.
Okay.
It's either 16 or 14 plus
Got
11.
it.
The 11
okay.
is radiant, which
the
is
radiant. Okay.
Independent.
Right. So that would be a total of 27 damage. Yep. And that's your first strike. So
my first strike.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to strike down on this bad boy one more time.
Yeah, 20 definitely hits.
Go. Ignatius, not letting me down.
And then another 17 slashing damage. So that's 27, 17. So that's 30, 44. Am I doing that math right? Yeah, 44.
Because it doesn't get the radiant damage on the second strike, correct?
Yeah, it doesn't get the radiant on the second strike.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, it's only once per turn.
Yeah. Because I remember I got
two solid strikes as the radiant energy carves through the flesh of this creature as huge chunks of flesh are falling off of this creature. It is very bloodied at this point.
Okay, I think I made it. I'm looking over with the old, giving him the, the people's eyebrow to Georgio, being like, I think we made the right call.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Tim, you are at the top of the stairs. You have no idea what's going on down below. You don't see your companions following you. You do see the smuggler leader falling close behind you as you are at the top of the stairs. I'll bring you back up to the first floor of the Black Ivory Inn. What are you doing? You would be over here. Let me place you where you're coming right here. Let me get rid of their tokens so they're not confusing. There we go. You're here at the top of the stairs. Coming out of that basement level, you can already begin to hear cries from inside, and you look through that window as you see the conversation between Balthazar, your strange friend that Cedric had made, is kind of falling apart, and Open Mike is kind of turning around this corner, is coming around, and he looks dead at you, wondering what the hell is going on, why you are coming out of that basement level, as he's coming towards the door now with his movement. And you can see just through the window, Lady Charlotte still playing the piano.
Totally fine, from what I could tell.
Looks totally fine, unnerved by what is going on below. What are you doing?
Unchecked and alone. No one to hold him back.
I'll say, give me an Arcana check, Tim.
Give me the police.
Give me the police. Arcana.
Terrible roll.
It's hard to say. There's so much going on in this chaotic moment. You really can't focus. But you were certain previously you saw something about that piano and something about Lady Charlotte. You're just not certain what. There was something that made those two seem like they were connected in some way.
Yeah, it does seem like that. So I'm gonna let me see how I can get in there. This is a door. That's a window, right?
That's a window. The only door that you see on this side is the double saloon doors at the front.
Shit.
But I mean, it's thin glass.
Yeah, but I'm fucking weak as shit.
Glass.
Yeah, well, I have Mega 2 strength buds. So, I mean, no.
So I started
Your staff
blasting.
All right, so fuck it. Can I jump through the glass? Let's do it. Fuck it. Can I like run in and
yeah,
jump through
give me an acrobatics check. You'll take a little bit of damage, but let's see how much.
I'm fine with it. Whatever.
Okay. I'm here for it. Give me an acrobatics check. The 12?
12 again.
Okay.
You still have your D4.
You do still have your D4.
True.
You want to roll that and add that to it.
let me just double check with the what I want to do to make sure I don't need it. Yeah, I'll use the D4 for this. It's totally cool.
So just
We've
roll
used
an
these
extra
so
D4.
willy-dilly, I feel like.
I'm here for it,
Well,
man.
I was thinking about what I really... Wow, that's terrible.
13?
What I
Okay.
really want to do.
So you're going to take 2d6 of slashing damage as you jump through the window.
That's cool.
That's cool. I love it.
It's a
I love
whopping
it. I
3.
mean,
You take 3 slashing damage as you jump
Nice.
through and break through the glass.
Very cool. All right, so if I...
And as you do this, everybody's just like, what in the hell? And Lady Charlotte kind of like breaks for a second. You hear this kind of like misstep of the keys as she looks towards you. You also get a strange eye from this Silver Order knight that looks over as you disturb this show, looking directly at you. And you also see Open Mike staring over at you as well. Like, hey, friend! What the hell you doing over there? Why are you breaking up my bar?
He seems so okay with this.
Hey, hi, hello. Sorry. Real quick, just have to check something. Real quick. It's gonna be real quick. Please, just continue doing what you guys are doing.
So then I'm gonna... So that was 5, 10, 50, 20, 10, 30 right here. Can I cast Dragon Breath towards her and the piano?
Okay. That's a saving throw?
Dex 18, yep.
Okay.
I'm
Hold on.
casting at level 4.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I gotta look something up here real quick.
Are you looking up the dexterity for the piano?
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I was expecting an attack roll, not a dexterity saving throw.
Romance the piano. That would have been the play.
Romance the piano.
You
Take it away from her.
My persuasion is a -1, so that would not work in my favor.
Yeah, I was about to say you're pretty you're about as persuasive as a pile of dog dung. Let's see here. Give me a sec. Is it? Yeah, the piano fails. Lady Charlotte will roll a dex save, but the piano fails immediately.
Good.
Yeah, she also fails, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice. So I'm going to choose for my element. I'm going to do fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
I also need.
there you
What's the? Is it a cone or what kind of damage is it?
Yeah, it's a cone.
Okay, so I need to roll for the
cone.
Oh, because they're next to the paladin. You realize that as she stands up, this paladin is emanating some sort of holy aura that is protecting Lady Charlotte. Which doesn't really help her that much. They both fail it. even with the +5, she would have failed anyway. It was only a 9. She rolled a 4. Even with the +5,
oh my god.
Yeah, even with the aura protection, it doesn't help. But go ahead and roll your damage.
15. I only did 15, which kind of sucks. I thought I was going to do a lot more, but you know, it is what it is.
You see as you cast this burning gout of fire, as you just blow this blast of fire over the paladin, Lady Charlotte, and this piano. This piano, you see there's this rippling curtain, almost like the effect of heat over the top of a hood of an engine, but it's not heat from the fire. It's some sort of rippling of arcana over the top of this piano. And as Lady Charlotte just... and the paladin kind of covers as much as they can, but also takes some damage. But she turns and her flesh is just seared by this gout of fire. Normally, a commoner of her stature would have been incinerated instantaneously by this fire. But as she covers her face and cries out, you hear a voice. You will not disturb this performance. You will not disturb me! And it comes out as the same sort of voice that you heard below in the pit. But you definitely did some amount of damage, but the piano, even though she stepped away from it momentarily, the keys are still playing. Something is going on here. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Gulp loudly. Sorry.
Oh, I'm ready. No, I'm fucking ready for this. I'm good.
Okay. I am going to roll initiative for Anika Patel, the paladin of Lady Charlotte. She rolled like shit. That was a 2. She has no bonus to dex, so she'll be at the end of the initiative order on the next round. But you can see she's drawn her sword and she is preparing to come after you, Tim.
Bring it on. Against a paladin. Oh.
Bring it on.
Let's see. Here we go.
Spud, you have about an hour?
Yeah, how are you doing, Spud, on time?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I might be able to stretch it a little bit longer. I was just
Okay.
trying to, like, ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check, make sure that we aren't.
Yeah, no, I think like I said, I'll let you guys know like once it actually pushes.
Yeah. The smuggler leader is going to come rushing out. Let me grab his token here. 5. Sees the window here, is going to cry out, "Oi, Urban Mike! Who are these fuckers who came down here? And what the fuck did you have down there? What is going on here?" As he cries out and starts grabbing like lumps of deal and throwing it into the bar at him. "We didn't sign up for this shit!" And that's his turn. Cedric, we're back to you down in the basement with whatever the fuck this thing is.
With everyone.
With everyone.
So this thing ain't looking too hot as it is.
It's looking pretty fucked up. Yeah.
You know what? I am going to get close to it, and I'm gonna try to hit it with my mace.
Okay.
I haven't used this mace yet. Well, I've tried to, but
the new mace. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Your Comet Smasher. Let's go. A 24 definitely hits.
Nice.
Smasher, baby.
Let's go.
I think I have to roll these in 2 separate.
Yeah, it's probably a custom roll, but that's fine.
Okay, so
6.
or no. Oh, it does it automatically, actually.
Oh, okay. So it's like Ignatius.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 2 plus the 5 strike. Is there anything else that happens with that mace?
Well, it says 2 plus. I'm confused. Oh, because it's adding
Divine
my
Strike.
Divine Strike,
Right.
and it's adding adding
and
the 14 necrotic
Okay.
as well.
Got it. So it's
that'd be 21 damage.
21 damage. This thing is barely holding on.
Oh, and I would have had to move up for it. as well. Yeah, I still want to just kill this thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cast a spiritual weapon at level 3 behind it.
Okay. Let's see it.
17?
17 definitely hits.
Oh wow, okay. And 5.
5 damage. It is struggling to maintain its form, but it is still present.
And I'm just gonna say, whoever finishes it off gets an extra 10.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Okay, yeah. They all look and cry at you. Oi! And they all just rush, just try to stab. Somebody roll me a d20. We'll just do this as a combined strike here.
Okay. Oh, yikes.
In their vigor, they all go to stab, and they're just like... yeah, it is like... It is like children trying to put toothpicks into a like a pile of Rice Krispie treats. It's just chaos. It's just stupid. They're all missing even though they're right there.
That's so
I really can't think of a better way to describe it. It is just chaos.
actually excellent.
But yeah. I will roll one more for the 2 other guys. Fucking 2. My God, man.
I'll be right back again.
And...
Well, it's my turn.
Yeah, and then... it's the protein abomination.
Yeah.
And then,
said, right?
13, which I think it just misses. Yeah, it just misses on a 13, so... Good job, guys. I like the effort. A for effort.
A for effort.
F for execution. Anyway, the protein abomination is now going to swing at these fuckers because it's pissed. No, you know what? You are the more detrimental threat right now, Cedric. It is going to come after you.
That's fair.
That is... Where's its modifier? I think it's a... Man, I moved everything around again. God dang it. Gotta stop doing that. Okay, here we go. What's its modifier? That is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that matches.
Okay. That is going to be... That's more than I thought. That is 20 bludgeoning damage for the first strike as it comes down hard on top of you as you put your hands up to stop it, but it like crushes you directly into the ground.
I don't want to look bad in front of these guys. I'm gonna cast my Stone Endurance. Oop.
Okay.
Oh my God, bro. What?
Second strike.
What happened? What did happen?
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Man, I wanted to engulf somebody. Fuck! That's a nat 1 for him as he swings again with the other fist and just misses you in this. As the arm, like, he goes to swing, but the ligament's been cut, so the arm just kind of waylays wide and you duck out of the way. So it does not hit with the second strike and therefore cannot try to engulf you.
Cool. And you said the first strike was 20, right?
20 total bludgeoning damage, yes.
Okay, cool.
Damn it. I wanted to try to engulf somebody. Fuck. All right.
Sorry.
Whatever. No, you're good. Giorgio, you're up. This thing is hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Giorgio's got them scissors.
Walk right here. And then just wind up in the most comically cartoon, like, whack 'em fist, just punch it right in the
Just wind it up Popeye
right,
style.
with your left.
Yeah. And so, let's see. I think it's 9s on my modifier. Where's my attacks? Yeah, 9s on my modifier. So I've rolled an nat 20.
Let's fucking go, brother.
Finish this
Let's
thing.
go.
And so that's going to be 1d8 plus 5 damage. So it's a 3.
Well,
and
for the
an
sake
8,
of
so
brevity,
11 and 5, 16 damage. Is that enough to kill it?
how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm going
Nice.
to whack him fist, punch through, and as I do, turn, because I'm standing to the... Cedric is to my left,
Sure.
so as I turn and punch, I'm going to say that's 10 gold, right?
Nice.
Very nice. As you crush what remains of the protein abomination, Lady Charlotte, it crumbles into nothing on the ground. But above, where once it was a dull roar of the bar patrons and the subtle melodic music of the piano in the bar, now turns to a crashing as you hear all 10 fingers strike the keys above on this piano. Just in a blunt manner, interrupting all melody and rumbling and reverberating through this chamber. As it begins to vibrate, the stones and the fleshy chunks of this creature begin to shake and vibrate all around as they begin to consolidate once more.
You practiced that. There's no fucking shot.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was really good.
That was so fucking cool.
And once, as you celebrated victory for but a short moment, as you're turning to face Cedric and say, "That was 10 gold, right?" Cedric, you look back beyond Georgio as this lump of flesh begins to rise once more and consolidate itself and reform at the sound of this rumbling, crashing piano noise that now sounds as if it's all around you in this chamber. The sound of this piano reverberating off the stone walls, the rocks, the fleshy mounds surrounding this pit as this creature rises once more, fully formed, as if nothing had happened to it. But you still have another strike, Georgio. What would you like to do? As you turn, saying this to your companion, and you get that presence of, oh, fuck, behind you. What do you do?
Let's see, so I did was 5, 10, 15, 20 movement. Somewhere around here is going to be my hand axes that I had thrown previously.
Okay.
So I will do... I'm going to hit it again, just with an unarmed strike, but I do need to grab those before we move.
Okay.
Which I believe we will be right.
They would have been
right?
within 10 feet of this thing.
Okay, so I'm going to...
I'll just say mechanically, as long as you don't move outside of its
Yeah.
10-foot range, it's won't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just pick them up and then do my second attack. That way I have them with me and then
Okay.
can start to move.
Certainly.
I guess on the next turn.
Right.
This is a 19 plus 9 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Which I presume does. So then this is going to be another 8. And so it's going to be another 8 damage. I will pump this with the radiant ring I have. Which is going to be...
The Ring of the Holy Brazier.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will do 3. I don't want to risk it breaking.
Okay.
And so each one is 1d6.
Yep.
So you've got the 8 damage from the punch.
Okay.
Or sorry, is it? Just say what was it?
So just
Yeah,
there's
so
no vulnerability or anything. So just give me the whole total damage between everything.
Okay. So it's going to be another 6, so 14 damage total.
14 total. Got it.
14 total. And then I will pick up. Yeah, I have those hand axes, and so now I have 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
I do not provoke attacks of opportunity until my boots are done with their goopy stuff.
Okay. So yeah, you could step away from it if you wanted to.
And so, yeah, so I can go 1, 2, that's 30.
Okay.
40, 50, 60, and now I say, let's get out of here, everybody. Oh, sorry, no, it does get an attack of opportunity, but it's at disadvantage.
Okay. You still want to move where you're at?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's another natural 1 as it goes to swing wide. As it's still trying to reform itself, it hasn't fully done so as you step away, but you manage to duck through one of the carved out areas just as it reforms, but doesn't quite come in a straight arc towards you. But with that, Chugrulk, we are on to you as this creature has reformed yet again at the sound of some sort of piano crash all around you, as if it was just beside you, as fully reformed.
I mean, I kind of want to like gauge, like, you know, I'm gonna look over and I guess like just kind of ask, like, what's the play here? Like, you know, this thing, like, again, I'm sort of dazed and confused, more or less. Like, did I miss something? Like, has this happened before? Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, this thing just built it. Like, do we leave? Like,
I'm just gonna shrug and I don't know, man.
oh, fuck. Okay. Shit. I'm just gonna keep like trying to like keep my back to the. Honestly, I'm just gonna have like the idea of getting the fuck out, but I'm just trying to fend off to try and, you know, keep everyone else safe. Like basically at this stage, I'm hoping maybe we'll be heading out. I don't see this going well if this thing's just gonna keep regenerating, I guess, is my thing.
So are you staying where you're at it, or are you moving, Chugrulk?
No, sorry, I was just getting to that. I am going to make my way to the corner where Georgio is, and I'm going to throw one of my. Can I stand like kind of on? Can I? No, I can't share a space with him, can I?
No, not as big as you are. If you move out of its 10-foot reach, it will get an attack of oppor. Well, no, it used it on Georgio. You're good. So
yeah,
it already used its reaction.
Georgio.
So if we're like side to side here, we can fit in this corridor. Right?
Yeah, yeah. You're. It's a tight squeeze between the two of you, but yeah, you can stand side by side.
I just still want to be like kind of like ready to go, but I want to get a shot at this thing. So yeah,
Sure.
I'm just gonna throw. I've used thunder thrust today. Like
You have,
I'm just
yes.
gonna throw it. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my spear or thunder thrust, should I say, but without any kind of special ability.
Okay. Go ahead and throw that spear. 24 definitely hits. So you'll just throw it. You just won't get the additional lightning damage. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that pierces through, immediately goes through one of the eye sockets and comes right back, just covered in gore as it slides back into your hand. You're like, ugh. That's nasty.
Do I have to, like, just out of curiosity again,
Right.
I know we've probably talked about this in previous time, but like I know now I've got another like action. Can I set myself up to like be on defensive, like for like the next, like, you know?
Normally you can take the dodge action, which would give disadvantage against attack rolls, but you've already used your action to attack. You can attack one more time if you'd like to, because you still have another attack.
I was just curious if I could like become like more of a sentinel for like when my like allies like are coming back towards me.
No,
No, there's nothing like that. That's good Then in that case, I think I'm just gonna throw another spear. Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim it right at the other eye socket.
All right, let's see it. A 14 just hits.
Ooh, barely got that eye socket.
You throw through the other one. Again, pulling out. This time, there's like an eye on the end of the spear, like a olive on the end of a toothpick. And you're like, just throwing it off as it begins to like roll back towards the mound of flesh.
Never soft.
Oh, that's so gross. Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Back up to the top on the first floor. Tim.
Hmm.
In front of you, you see, after you cast this gout of fire towards Lady Charlotte, this paladin of the Silver Order that now denounces the Silver Order in lieu of just protecting this pianist, finding renewed vigor in a new oath, abandoning their previous one in protection of this individual, stomps towards you in retaliation and is going to take a couple swings at you.
A couple?
Oh, yeah. You just attacked their charge. What do you think was going to happen?
I thought it would be at least like one attack, not a couple.
It is at least one.
That's going to be I don't think that hits. It's 16 to hit.
Negative Ghost
Swings wide as he swings up. Second attack. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Second strike, you dodge out of the way. Your smaller frame coming in handy this time around as they try to swing, but they do have you surrounded here.
That's okay, bud.
Okay. Did this get out of order? What is going on here? They should have been the last one in the order. What is going on? Where did Tim's stuff in the order go? What the fuck, man? You're not even on the order anymore. I know you were first, that's why, and they were last, so I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah.
I can re-roll and re-add it.
Yeah, just re-add it. I know you were at the top anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
All right.
I think you were at like 19 or something, so it doesn't really matter.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll just change it and put you back at the top. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was weird.
Oh, yep. 19.
Okay, cool. All right, back to the top of the round. As this was happening, as your companions had first slew, you don't know anything about what's going on down there, but when that creature reformed, you heard the piano keys all strike in unison, that loud reverberation. And when that happened, you saw there's some sort of latent arcana tying this together. Something about this piano let out this bellowing resonance at some point. You don't know why, but it was very evident to you, having inspected this thing now, and now being at close range and having attacked it. Something is going on with this piano and this pianist. Something is not right about this piece of furniture, this instrument. What are you doing?
I don't know. This is fucking crazy. I was just trying to see 5, 10. Shit, that's gonna. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is fuck it. I'm going to cast at level 4, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay. And where are you casting this at? Is it a line? Is it a cone? What are you doing here?
Straight line. So I'm pretty much gonna go
okay.
Here, like that way, and that way it's only gonna hit
sure.
the paladin and her directly.
Well, it would if you're casting it. Where's where's the line going? If you want to draw it for me.
Yeah. Give me a second for you. Like this.
Okay. So you would hit the piano too. That's the reason I ask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So can you post Tasha's Caustic Brew in the chat for us, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Nope. That's not what I wanted. That's gonna roll the move.
There's something I need to.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to fucking.
Well, that's fine. We can use that in a sec. But I just need to see the wording.
There you go.
I must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash acid off itself or other creature. A creature takes 1d8 at the start of each of its turns. Okay. Okay, so they don't take it immediately. They just, if they fail,
at the start of its turn.
At the start of its turn. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's such a good spell.
If it had more damage, it would be busted, but yeah, it's still a good, pretty decent amount of stuff.
Yeah, just like a constant 20.
Well, so that's what it is. It goes you get an additional die for every level. So because I'm casting at level 4, it's 8d4.
Oh, it's 8d4. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, the piano automatically fails. This is for Lady Charlotte. In fact, I'm gonna roll this on the top of the table here, just so you guys can see. They have a +1 to their dex and then a +5, so they have a +6 to whatever this is from the Aura of Protection. So that is a 14, which I don't believe passes.
Nope.
Okay, so they are covered in acid. Then the Paladin's Aura of Protection, so they don't have any bonuses. This is just a +5 from their Aura of Protection. So that's a 17.
Nope.
Okay. So they both fail. They're both covered in acid.
Nice.
I'm going to roll because up until this point, Lady Charlotte wasn't a combatant. But I need them on the board to see where they're at. So they have a +1 to their roll. Because this is going to become pertinent as far as the order here. And then we'll sure up the damage of the piano here in a sec. So this is for Lady Charlotte's initiative. So she'll be at the end of the round. Because that's a natural 1. Wow. So even with her +1, it puts her at the end of the round. The piano, I need you to roll your 8d4 damage right now, because this is extremely important.
Oh, I knew it. All right, 8d4. Where are you? Here we go. 18.
Tim, as you cast this caustic, acidic brew across these 3 individuals, the piano immediately begins to dissolve in this liquid down to its very core. And as it does so, as the structure crumbles at its very center, you hear keys and strings beginning to snap as the acid dissolves through the carbon-based material of this instrument. But in addition, as the magic sears into this instrument, you see and you feel a tether between Lady Charlotte and whatever that entity was begin to break and sever before you hear the sound as if somebody dropped a massive, heavy object as this piano splits down the center. And you hear this blood-curdling scream, not from Lady Charlotte, not from whatever entity was down below, but buried deep within the center of this piano.
Oh, fuck.
You've only ever seen or heard of this once in all your time as either a creature of flesh, or even your time now as a creature of an automaton per se. You're not 100% certain, but something about this gives you the vibe that you just destroyed some sort of soul tether, some sort of phylactery of this creature has been completely and utterly destroyed by your spell. Whatever tether held this creature to this mortal coil has been ruptured and destroyed irrevocably. And it can no longer continue regenerating. Okay.
Cool.
Smuggler leader. He's like, I don't want any part of this, and he's gonna dart over the railing.
Into the mists.
Oh, come
No,
on. We're having fun here.
he fucking misses and goes ass over tea kettle on the railing.
Give that legs check. Let's see it.
No, he literally just rolled a 2 on his acrobatics check. He goes ass over tea kettle, prone over the railing, and just eats shit into the ground, which I think is appropriate. Back down below, Cedric, Cedric, Chugrulk, Georgio. Just as above, you have no idea what your companion has just done. But you hear this ear-piercing female screech come from this creature as it cries out, and you hear for the first time coming from this creature a seemingly female mortal voice. My wish was to be the greatest for all eternity! As the voice, and you feel some sort of something holding it to this plane of existence shatter as you hear that same sound of the piano being crushed overhead, as this creature just screams out in pain and agony. Unsure, as none of you have touched this creature, you have no idea what's going on above, but something has just deeply wounded this creature at its core. It shows no damage outwardly, but it has the signs as if it's just lost something of tremendous value as it's just wailing about. Cedric, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Shit. I guess with this like sudden change, I would probably just try to carry on and try comet smashing it again.
Okay. Let's see it.
A 10.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit as it's wailing about and one of the arms bats away your strike before you can make purchase.
Spiritual weapon will attempt to hit like normal.
Okay.
An
An 18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. A solid strike. What you do notice as you strike into this flesh, Chugrulk, at your feet, that eyeball that you had plucked out with your spear had been rolling towards the main mass of this creature, has stopped and slowly begun to pool out into a inanimate pile of flesh. Whatever it was drawing it to the main mass of this creature is no longer pulling it back.
I'm also going to move there, but I'm done.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity at you for moving away.
Took it on Georgio's last
It still hasn't had a new
turn.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Thank you. So you're good.
That's the only reason I'm moving, to
Yes.
be honest.
That's fair.
turn.
All right. Smugglers are going now. Cedric, give me one more persuasion check, as this new insanity that has been wrought has kind of shaken them again. Oh my god.
Yeah, my persuasion checks are
Freaking
ridiculous.
Amazing this round. My god. Yeah, you look, and as you strike with the spiritual weapon, that blast of radiant energy as it strikes down on the creature's head, give them just a marker to begin waylaying. Somebody roll me a d20.
No.
I'll do it.
Not me. I moved it twice.
What is
I'm
it?
good.
19.
19? Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. Go ahead and roll me, Giorgio. Roll me. It'll be 96 between the two of them.
96. Okay, so I've got 20 so far.
Okay.
I've got 14, so that's 34.
Okay.
And then a 3, so 37.
37. Got it. Solid strikes from two of the crossbows as they implement, as it's swinging up, they look for any soft tissue, one going right up through the bottom of the lower jaw, or what seemingly looks like a jaw of some kind. The other one, as it swings up wide, severs a ligament, and you watch as the forearm just all in one go just slumps off and slams against the wall. Just cut off at the joint completely. Two solid strikes. And then the other guys miss. Fuck me, man. Okay, one hit. One hit. Okay, so 7 damage on that. This creature is bloodied. It is not looking good, as every bit of flesh that is lumped off, unlike before, doesn't seem to hold any weight, as it just begins to turn into a slurry, almost like just overly wet oatmeal just spreading out across the ground as it separates from the main mass. But the protein abomination is next, as it swings out towards its closest attacker, which is the one of these smugglers. First strike. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Is so 16 on that one, and then yeah, and another hit. Ooh. You watch as two solid strikes hit this individual right here in front, directly in front of the protein abomination, as it and the second strike completely engulfs this man, as you hear him scream as his flesh is absorbed into this creature, and you watch a bit of that flesh begin to reform some of the protein abomination as it seemingly begins to try to heal itself. But Giorgio, you are up.
Is it making a bunch of noise?
It is just flailing wildly. It is something has set it off completely.
Okay. From here, at the corner, do I have a clear shot at it if I were to throw my hand axes?
Yeah, I think so. It's such a big creature. This thing, if it stood fully up, would be 80 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay. I'll throw one from where I'm at. So this is going to be a 24 to hit.
A 24 hits.
Sorry, 25 to hit.
20. Yeah,
okay.
it still hits. Yeah.
6 plus 6. We'll do 5 and 6, and then I'll push it with psionic dice for an extra 3 damage, I think.
Okay.
Check that. Yeah, so it's going to be 14.
14 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it look like it's about to die?
It's definitely bloody, and it is not looking good, but it is not on death's door. Okay. But yeah,
it's second one.
Okay.
That's going to be 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. I'll do the same thing. So that's going to be 11 more damage.
11? Okay. It is still here.
Then where is it's on I need it to make a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Okay.
And if it fails, I can knock it prone.
It is immune to prone.
It is immune to prone. Okay. There's no reason for. I'm assuming it's halfway in this hole and I can't move it either.
You could try to move it if you want to try to move it out of the hole or push it back, but it is immune to prone.
I would think push it back maybe.
Okay, so it still needs to make the strength save.
I'm trying to think if does moving it back 10 feet do anything?
It moves it back 10 feet. I mean, you're not certain.
I'm trying I'm thinking out loud. Like,
sure.
From a combat standpoint, is there any reason to move it? No, I don't think so. I don't want to try that. Let it.
Okay.
We'll let it be.
Chugrulk. We are on to you.
And then,
I'm sorry. Was there something else you wanted to do?
I still have my movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask Chugrulk or Cedric and say, hey, can one of you guys get those for me and then leave?
Oh my god.
Let's see. So we've got.
You got this, guys.
This guy is actually raging. Like.
Look, I'm doing a lot here.
You did a good amount of damage.
Tim is up there by himself.
What did you want me to do? I had no mana. What did you
might be
expect?
dying.
You have no idea what's going
I'm sorry. I just have seen that clip way too many times.
I wish my friends were here.
Yeah.
Oh! Anyway.
That'll be my turn. That'll be my turn.
Chugrulk, we're back to you. This creature is not looking good. It is definitely falling apart, and whatever regenerative ability it had looks to be severed.
With that being said, I'm going to be yeeting my Thunder Thrust at this thing again.
Okay. 15 hits. Okay, 11.
Okay. And then I think...
As you're about to throw the second one, you hear the voice of Ignatius in your mind. Let me at it. Let me at it, brother. Let me have the kill. Let me banish this abomination.
I think like my reasoning and judgment is like telling me no, but like there's another urge that's sending me forth. So I'm gonna send myself in to behind where I was before, and
okay.
I'm gonna strike down with my my mind's eye, should I say?
Okay. Let's see it. A 27 definitely hits.
I mean,
yeah.
It knew it would, right? Like,
right. So it's
oh
11. Chugrulk, how do you want to do this?
I'm going to.
You got over the threshold by 1 HP.
I'm gonna.
So I was counting it.
As I've run in and I've had my blazing sword just ready to strike. This thing has just become as light as a feather and just has, if anything, like has started guiding me, and has just become, a absolutely whirlwind blazing sword of one, and it's just gone through this thing like 9 times, and all of a sudden there's a cinder what looks in front of me. And I don't know what to say. I can't take any of the accomplishment, to be honest.
As you drive in Ignatius into center mass of this creature, the radiant energy engulfs it from its navel in all directions as the remaining flesh that was just barely holding on is incinerated in radiant fire.
I'm going to have this inner thought coming through from Ignatius. Basically, all I can describe it as is basically a wink from my blade, and then as I sheath my weapon.
You hear, just as you begin to close the blade into the sheath, "Well done, brother. Well done."
We love to hear it.
With that, there's a few more things to wrap up. Up top, Tim, before we get to Lady Charlotte and her turn, the paladin of Lady Charlotte looks at you again. "How dare you attack my lady? I will smote you." She swings down once more. That one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna react with shield.
Okay.
That's my first level.
Okay. She has one more strike here.
Or
that is going to be a 27 to hit.
Fuck, you got me with that one. Even with that sucks. That sucks. All right, that's fine.
And she is going to dump in a 4th level Divine Smite.
You know what?
Are you going to temporal warp it? Are you not going to let me have my smite?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna.
You going to make a reroll?
That's right.
All right. I will roll this on the top of the table just because it's a critical moment.
Nat 20 incoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she has a plus 13 to her strikes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So what is your armor class? 19?
19 plus 5, so I'm at 24 right now.
Okay, so she needs to roll a 6 up. Anything above that? Well, what's your total armor with shield right now?
It's 24.
24,
Because I'm at 19,
so
and then shield gives me plus 5.
11 up. So she has to roll an 11 up to match your shield. So here we go. Okay. So that one sings again. What do you want to do?
Okay. I just gotta eat it, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to roll this on top of the table as well. This is 5d8 plus 1d10.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the d10. 3. And then 5d8 radiant. Okay. So that's 24 damage to you.
Not bad.
I could take that.
Still a solid strike as you feel it come down, as you try to cover yourself, and you just feel the initial hit as it crushes through, and then all of a sudden, as it pushes you down, as the floor, the stage, this piano, this crushed, broken, melted piano is just crushed into a crater over the top of you by the force of this paladin's smite. But nevertheless, that is her turn. As you turn, and your focus is still dead on this pianist, Lady Charlotte. She starts her turn and takes the damage. So I need you to roll 8d4.
Mhm. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, we're still.
Oh, that's right. She needs to roll the damage too. But
she's got to do her. Yeah, she's got to do it. I
so
forgot.
roll your 8d4. She just takes the acid damage. She just tanks it.
All right. So where are you? Here we go. 8d4.
18. Yeah. She just, in a rage after you attacked her mistress, just swings through the pain. But Lady Charlotte, roll the damage.
$20.
Tim, describe to me what you see and feel as Lady Charlotte melts below this pool of acid. Describe to me as you feel one of the most intense detonations of magic and arcana being ruptured from this individual. Describe that for us.
I would say it sounds like 1,000 blackboards being scratched all at once in your head.
Just as this individual expires on the first floor, and everyone is in shock and horror, you feel this energy just begin to coalesce into a singular point before a rippling wave of arcana blows out in all directions. Below ground, above ground, in like a slow motion shockwave. The very boards, the very stud walls, the roofing, everything in this building, the bottles, the glass, the doors, just shattered outward by this shockwave, centered on this piano and its player. An immense amount of energy, Tim, the likes of which you've only ever felt once. When a group of mages cast a 9th level spell, the name of which you simply do not know, but you felt this arcana, this massive release of concentrated, high-level arcana being ruptured and dispelled in a singular moment. Below the ground, Cedric, Chugrulk, Georgio, this rippling shockwave rips down through the stairs, rupturing the very stones around you as you are swallowed in this multicolored prismatic light of energy being dispelled throughout this entire location. Cedric, you're familiar to an extent being around Tim and different arcanas, but you're more familiar with the realms of the divine. You too have never experienced anything quite like this release and this dispelling of energy at a singular moment. This is the likes of which only the most powerful of powerful clerics could muster in a singular moment, and it is being ruptured and released all at once. As you are all surrounded and engulfed in this blinding light as you try to cover your eyes, as it's almost like it's searing through your very eyelids in this moment. Your consciousness fades to nothing for a brief moment before and you feel the cold pitter-patter of rain as you look up in the sky. Just, sore and unsure of where you are as you lay in the soft rain, as you look up into the darkened black skies that you are so familiar with in Drakenheim. You turn your heads, you look around. Chugrulk, you're the first to see. As you turn, you see your companion Georgio not but 15 feet away in a pile of rubble and boards and stone. As you clamber over and shake them, Georgio, you feel a hand bring you back to reality as it shakes your shoulder. And you turn over and you feel a boot underneath some rubble and boards. And you look over at the still barely moving form of your friend Cedric as you kick at his heel and his shin to get his attention. Cedric, you feel like the worst hangover you've ever had. Just echoing, like the three of you immediately it's like this just billowing like reverberation in your skulls from this blast. But you begin to feel the cold, cooling sensation and the pitter-patter of rain on your faces. Cedric, you push some rubble off your chest as you look around. What remains of the Black Ivory Inn is nothing but sticks and broken stone, leveled completely to nothingness. Tim, you're the last to come to consciousness as you lay on the broken stage beside what look like melted keys and a pile of dust just beside the broken remains of a baby grand piano. As you turn and slowly turn and then kind of fall off the end of this low raised stage. Onto a rusty pile of Silver Order armor and empty, lifeless bones. As you look down, you see whatever remained of this paladin is no more. As you all begin to gather to your feet, you look around. The Black Ivory Inn is just crumbled debris, much like many sections of the city post fall of the meteor. You can see a huge lump in the center of where the inn once stood, where it's cracked it down to its very foundations. A huge lump of meteoric iron, and buried in it like veins of crystalline octarine light, little shards of delirium all through it. Cedric, familiar with the voice, you barely hear the mumbling prayers of a middle-aged man crawling his way out from under a pile of heavy timbers. As you see the soot-covered face of Balthasar Adamos, crawl out from this rubble as he looks to you. Praise be the heroes. Praise be the falling fire that brings their coming, the second coming of the light, the sacred flame. Praise be, praise be. Followed by yet another extremely weak voice. does this... As you turn, Chugrulk, recognizing this frail, weak voice, you turn and see the face is somewhat recognizable, but it is ancient and debilitated and old and ragged. The face of the man who ruined your life, but he is much older than you remember him just mere moments ago, mere hours ago. Where he was once in his 30s, perhaps his early 40s, he looks like he could easily be 80 or 90 years old now. Hair gone, face wrinkled and sagging, eyes yellowed and sallowed, teeth falling out. He is the crumbling remains of a wasted old man. And in your hand, as you lift up your hand, clenching a fist to do so as if to strike this man, in between your fingers dangles the Chancellor's crest. As you come to terms with what remains of this broken, high-level arcana that trapped you in a loop of time here in a small microcosm of the city of Drakenheim, what are you all doing?
I mean, first things first, I want to say to this guy, like, damn, you've looked better, but thank God you survived. Like, everyone's going to believe me now. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to see you. He doesn't seem too impressed by my...
He doesn't seem to even know where he is right now.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what?
Yeah, he looks horrid.
Yeah, attempt to, like, you know, ease the pain, definitely not successful.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Whatever temporal anomaly had caused this, he seemed to be on the trailing edge of it taking him entirely. Having passed through multiple loops and reverberations.
I feel like my main question, and I didn't expect him, is like, what do you remember?
I fled to this place to escape, to be free of my crimes, lest I return and be hung at dawn. All because of you. My brother will see his vengeance on you.
Feeling less empathetic to this old man now. I don't know, that's just my vibe. I'm a walk away. I'm a walk away. I'm a walk away.
Georgio, Tim, Cedric, what are you all doing?
I'm gonna pick up Balthazar. Just dust him off and tell him, see? Told you we were sent here. Make sure he's okay.
As our party comes to terms with seemingly breaking out of the temporal loop that had now trapped you through several cycles, you can all take the benefits of a long rest as you seemingly return to whence you started, a bit sore, but whatever you arrived inside the Black Ivory Inn with, you seemingly have with you now, in addition to one of the last remaining seals of the city of Drakenheim, clutched in your companion's hands. In addition, you all have reached level 11.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
And we'll pick that up next time.